More new to the Broadway is Aladdin, but has garnered much love and appreciation by the public since its launch in 2014. It has broken 14 new Amsterdam Theatre House records. We spoke to the cast of both The Lion King and Aladdin in New York City ahead of their return to Broadway. We have tonight our conversation with Brandon A. McCall, who plays the role of Simba in The Lion King, and Darryl Rivera, who plays the role of Iago in Aladdin. Here is the segment. And again, we are at the New Amsterdam Theatre in New York City, and I'm your host, Aditi Lamba with ITV Gold, and we are talking to the cast of Aladdin and The Lion King. So my first question to both of you has to be, we're coming finally back on Broadway, right? After a year and a half. A lot of people have been looking forward to it, especially the performers in it. You know, that's their life. That's like what they do, what they want to do. What is the most important thing that you're looking forward to on the first day of the show? What do you want from the audience? What do you want to see?
I just want to see the smiles, the joy in their faces, especially when we open with Circle of Life. That first call from Rafiki. I just want the audience to go up in a big yell and screaming for joy because Broadway is back. Yeah.
So true. It is back. What about you?
I'm ready for the electricity, but I think really what I'm ready for are the people who are like, this is what I needed. And this is exactly why I'm here, and they're giving it to us. And that gratitude, not only from the stage, but from the audience, that's what I'm ready for.
You know, in terms of your characters, I have to ask you, what are you looking the most forward to do in your character? You know, all of your characters do amazing things and the stage turns into something else, right? It doesn't even feel like I'm standing on that stage. So what do you have to say about that?
For me, as my character, it's just telling, first, my character is Simba.
Exactly.
So to just tell that story of perseverance and finding who you are. But also, I like swinging out on the vine for Hakuna Matata.
That's the real reason.
Yes.
What about you?
So I play Iago in the show, and I like to think of myself as a real life Disney villain. Like just being bad is like so fun. Kids, you shouldn't be bad. You should be good. But like being able to like be a bad guy professionally, like that's it's the dream, and that's really what I look forward to every night. Just causing trouble like I do in my regular life.
What's the most difficult aspect while playing your character?
Ooh, initially for me, it was the voice. I made a really strong character choice, and I was like, oh, like a week into rehearsal, oh, I really did this. I really made this choice. But I was able to sustain it for 2,503 performances. So that's what I'm looking forward to, like getting back into it. Because, Iago is a gruff little sidekick, and I'm ready for that.
And super villain as well. What about you? What's the most difficult aspect of being Simba?
It would have to be the physicality. We have to, also we have this puppet on our head, this headpiece that we have to maneuver as well.
Yeah.
And you have to have those movements as a lion, a lot of Balinese work. So, yeah, it would have to be the physicality.
What do you have to say about your passion for performance arts? What does it mean for you?
My passion for performance is just that moment that I get to change a life through what I do. It's really not about me on the stage. I try not to make it about me, but it's about the youth, the audience, that one kid that doesn't or hasn't had the opportunity to see representation or someone that looks like them on a stage. So for me, it's about changing lives, and even if you're not a person of color, but if you're just going through something, you're having a bad day, I'm able to bring joy on stage and share that with you,
Yes, for sure. What does performance arts mean to you? What is, that passion that comes out? Why do you think you have that?
Well, so my parents immigrated from the Philippines in the 70s, and I had a really unique childhood because my dad actually started a Filipino folk dance group at my school. And so, like, my growing up was I would do Filipino folk dance rehearsal, and then I would go to basketball, or then I would go to soccer. So I had this like really unique balance of like heritage and history with like growing up to be an American kid. So it was really deeply ingrained from my parents to have like that performance art like really in the roots of like Filipino traditional folk dance, and then being able to bring it to American like mainstream musical theater and like using some of those skills. That's where my passion lies, like being able to tell my story as a Filipino American to a global audience.
My last question to you just has to be for all our audience watching you on ITV Gold. I would love for them to know from you why they should come watch the Broadway plays in September again, everybody. Don't forget. Why should they come and watch you guys?
Because Broadway is back. What other answer do you need? No, seriously, Broadway is back. It's been a long year, and everyone is just ready to come back and have some fun, to be inspired, and to see this magic. So come back, come join us. Let's be safe, but at the same time, let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. What do you have to say?
There's an electricity that happens in the audience and on stage, and it's actually a conversation between the audience and the performers. You can have that conversation with a TV, but for people that like are on stage that can actually hear you and see how you react, there's something really magical about that, and that's the magic of live theater, and that's why you should be inside of a theater watching live theater.